Hello everyone and welcome back to the Nerd Cave. In this tutorial, we are going to look at how we can synchronize any microcontroller's real-time clock over the internet using the IP Geolocation API with MicroPython. We will be using the Raspberry Pi Pico W for this tutorial. Having your microcontroller synchronized for the web is perfect for projects where you need to keep time. For example, I am working on a binary clock weather display and I have also made this Fibonacci clock. Both these projects are still in the making and I will have a video on the channel soon about them. So let's install MicroPython on a Raspberry Pi Pico. We will press and hold the boot cell button and then plug in the Raspberry Pi Pico. Now in Phony, click here in the right corner and click on install MicroPython. Then just wait a few seconds and then click on a variant and we will click on the Raspberry Pi Pico W and we will press install. And now we can press on close, and if we click here again, we will see we have the MicroPython board. So we'll click on this one, and here we see we have MicroPython running on our Pico. Now head on over to ipgeolocation.io and click on sign up. And here you can either sign up with Google or sign up with GitHub, or you can just use your email address. This site does not require any credit card. And if we go to the pricing, there is a free option. So you'll see here, this is one for developers. And this will allow us then to go find the time for our city, our state or country. And you'll see this option is for free. So go sign up for this and then I will show you how to get your API key. So let's sign in. I'm going to sign in with Google. And then here we are logged in. You'll see in our profile, it shows our username. It shows our email and it shows our number, which I'm going to blur out for this video. Now the most important thing is you're going to want to click here on dashboard, and this is going to give us access to our API key. Now you can only have one API key. You can regenerate this to make a new API key, but you can only have one with the free account. I'm going to regenerate this one after the video so that no one can use this one. The amount of API requests you can make per day is 1000, and it will show here at the bottom how many times have you used this. So very important, just copy this API key because we're going to need it a bit later. Now for the code, we're going to go to my website nerdcave.xyz and click here on Raspberry Pi Pico, get started, click on tutorials and click here synchronize real-time clock over Wi-Fi. I'm going to click here on code. And then here I can download all the code that is needed. Now for the code that we just downloaded, it is a zip file. So we just want to go extract all. Back in Phony, let's click here on view and we click on files. And then we want to go locate that code we extracted. For me, I put it here in this demo folder and here I have all the code. So I'm gonna click on this bottom one. Press shift and click to config and click upload to, and this will upload this to the Raspberry Pi Pico. Now open this config.json file and here you want to go put in your Wi-Fi name and your Wi-Fi password, and these 3 lines here you can just delete. That was from something else. And here we want to input our API key, the one that I said you need to copy, just paste it here. And then for the time zone, to find your time zone, let's go back to that website. So on our IP geolocation website, we can search by city, country, latitude and longitude, street address and so on. So let's just use city in my case, and you'll see if I type in Qingdao and I click search, it's going to show to me Asia, Shanghai. And that is what I have in my config file. Now let's first look at the demo on how we receive the data from the API. And for all of this code here, the explanation of all of this is available on my website. So here we don't really need an LCD, but we're going to use it later for the LCD demo. But I just want to come here, we connect to the internet. And then here we sync our time with the IP geolocation. It opens a JSON file, gets the key and the time zone. And then we use this URL to get the data. And you'll see here this data is equal to response.json. So let's just look when we print out this data, what do we get? So you'll see our API data responds with all of this information. And what we care about here is then this time that we want to extract. So now that we have the data, let's just do a simple demo where we connect an LCD screen to the Raspberry Pi Pico. We will use the popular I2C LCD and connect it as shown in the following diagram. Now back in Phony, open this LCD demo. Now I'm not going to go through all of this code here how to set up the LCD. I have done a previous video on that, which you can check on my channel. I just want to come back to this one here. So since we got this data here, we needed to go add a little bit more to this. So here is all the formatting that is done so that we can get the year, month and day split up, and also the weekday, hours, minutes and seconds. And we only care about this hours, minutes and seconds, which we will then use here to go print on the screen. So if we run this code, we get the following result. So here we have the current time that is being updated every second, and we also have our date. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and I will see you in the next video.